Hello, Madhurya. I'm Hornbill TV. Nagaland State Bharatiya Janata Party Mahila Morcha for April 15 Dimapure Maiki Khan Nimide bike or scooter rallies organized Kurubokushi Nari Shakti Vandan Adiniyam promote Kurubu Nimide or April 16 de Mahila Samilan B Tagibokushi press briefing de PJYM Nagaland Prabi sub citizen ge phone number 9667173333 de miss call dibule kushi Nari Shakti Vandan Adiniyam ge support Korea register Krigina bill do pass hobole dibonimide. IB details.
Respected members of the press and media, I address you today with a deep sense of responsibility and national pride, conscious that this moment reflects a decisive step in strengthening the democratic foundations of our country. The enactment of the Nari Shakti Vandan Adiniyam, formally recognized as the Constitution's 106th Amendment Act 2023, represents a historic milestone in India's journey towards inclusive and participatory governance. By providing for 33% reservation for women in the Lok Sabha and the state legislative assemblies, including within seats reserved for scheduled castes and scheduled tribes, this landmark reform ensures that women receive their rightful place in the highest decision-making institution of the nation. This is the fulfillment of a long-standing national commitment, a commitment that the Bharatiya Janata Party has upheld with consistency and conviction for decades. For years, this remained a subject of discussion. Today, it stands delivered as constitutional reality. Under the decisive and visionary leadership of Narendra Modi, this reform reflects the true spirit of Nari to Naryani, where women are recognized not only as participants but as central forces of nation building. This is not merely the passage of a law, this is the execution of intent. This is not symbolic inclusion, this is institutional empowerment. This is not a promise for the future, this is a direction already set in motion. At the same time, this historic step has ignited a powerful wave of public support and a visible national awakening. Across villages, towns, and cities, across youth and experienced citizens alike, there is a growing recognition that the strength of India lies in the strength of the women. There is a rising national consensus that when women rise, India rises. This awakening reflects the transition from women-led development to women-led governance, where women are not only beneficiaries of change but leaders of transformation. Let me state with complete clarity that for the Bharatiya Janata Party, women's empowerment is not an electoral narrative, it is a governance priority. It is not episodic, it is continuous. It reflects our commitment to Antyodaya, ensuring that the benefits of development reach the last woman in the last mile. Under the leadership of Prime Minister Modi, India has witnessed a transformation where women are at the center of policy planning and progress. Over the past decade, the BJP-led government has created a robust and comprehensive ecosystem for women's empowerment, following a saturation approach to ensure that every eligible beneficiary is reached. Through Jan Dhan accounts, more than 32 crore women have gained financial independence. Through the Pradhan Mantri Ujjwala Yojana, over 10 crore gas connections have been provided, ensuring dignity and better health. Through Swachh Bharat, more than 12 crore toilets have been constructed, strengthening safety and dignity. Through Pradhan Mantri Awas Yojana, more than 4 crore houses have been built, with women as key beneficiaries. Through Jal Jeevan Mission, over 15 crore households now have access to tap water. These are not isolated schemes, these are structural transformations that have reshaped the lived reality of women across India. Economic empowerment has accelerated with more than 10 crore women connected through self-help groups, over 3 crore women emerging as Lakpati Didis, and more than 35 crore Mudra loans supporting women entrepreneurs across the country. Women today are not only participating in the economy, they are driving growth, creating livelihoods, and strengthening local economies. This is the strength of a new India powered by Nari Shakti. Progress is equally visible in education, innovation, and national service. Female enrollment in higher education has risen from 1.57 crore to over 2.18 crore, reflecting expanding ambition and opportunity. In the armed forces, the number of women officers has risen to 11,000 with expanding roles across services. This is the living expression of Nari Shakti in action. At this very juncture, let us recognize the magnitude of this transformation. This is not a routine reform, this is a generational shift. This is the moment when the doors of powers are opening with force and finality. This is the moment when the voice of women will not wait, will not be deferred, and will not be limited. This is the moment when participation becomes power, when representation becomes authority, and when aspiration becomes destiny. India has also witnessed defining milestones such as the elevation of Draupadi Murmu as the first tribal woman president of India. This reflects the BJP's commitment to both women's empowerment and social justice. This is not tokenism, this is transformation at the highest level of the Republic. For Nagaland, this moment carries profound significance. The women of our state have always been pillars of strength, contributing to community life, cultural continuity, and social progress. With the Nari Shakti Vandan Adhiniyam, Naga women will now have constitutional guaranteed representation in legislative governance. This will open a new chapter of leadership, participation, and policy influence for women in our state. As President of BJP Mahila Morcha Nagaland, I affirm our commitment to ensure that this historic opportunity is fully realized. We will actively work to identify, encourage, and prepare women leaders across districts and communities. We will strengthen awareness, build capacity, and ensure that women are ready to step forward with confidence and clarity. This is a moment for leadership, a moment for participation, and a moment for transformation. In this spirit of awareness and mobilization, I would also like to inform that we are organizing bike and scooter rallies along with Padyatras across districts on the 15th of April, where only women riders will be participating. This followed by Mahila Sammelans on 16th of April. These programs are aimed at taking this message of Nari Shakti directly to the people, strengthening participation at the grassroots and building a strong collective momentum across Nagaland. Let me say this with conviction. When women participate, democracy becomes stronger. When women lead, governance becomes more effective. When women are empowered, the nation advances with greater strength and speed. This reform reflects the true spirit of Sabka Saath, Sabka Vikas, Sabka Vishwas, or Sabka Prayas, ensuring that development is inclusive, participation is assured, and progress reaches every section of society. I call upon all stakeholders across political and social spheres to support this historic reform in its true spirit. The empowerment of women is not a partisan issue, it is a national priority, and it is a collective responsibility. To the women of Nagaland and across India, I say this with pride and conviction. This is your moment. This is your right. This is your time to lead, to represent, and to shape the future of our nation. And with this resolve, let us move forward with unity and purpose. Let us move forward to build a new Nagaland. And let us move forward to build a new India. This is a collective journey. This is our shared responsibility. And this is our time. This is not just the rise of Nari Shakti. This is the rise of a new India where every daughter leads, every woman decides, and the nation moves forward with unstoppable strength. Dear friends, the Nari Shakti Vandan Adhiniyam represents a decisive and historic step in India's democratic journey. This is the fulfillment of a national commitment. This is the strength of decisive leadership. This is the rise of Nari Shakti, and this is the direction of a strong, confident, and inclusive new Nagaland and the new India. And don't forget to give a missed call on the number 966-117-3333. Thank you and Jai Hind.
এতিয়া খাতা ব্ৰেক ল'ব চাই থাকিলে Gauri bal pra kiniga dangor hoi jane bole mon ase Gauri kane spunky kuigina dana introduce kriasi kuntu bal pra saigina Gauri ge nutrition digina dangor banable nimide ola laga ase itu do versus Didi Poultry Khatkati Karbi Anglong Assam kuntu check ke do sorde ase tade pai jabo
नोएडा इंटरनेशनल एयरपोर्ट नए भारत के नए उत्तर प्रदेश के बढ़ते सामर्थ्य का उद्घोष है। यशस्वी प्रधानमंत्री श्री नरेंद्र मोदी जी एवं माननीय मुख्यमंत्री योगी आदित्यनाथ जी के सतत प्रयासों से संवरते प्रदेश का स्वर्णिम जेवर है। प्रतिवर्ष 1,20,00,000 यात्री क्षमता वाले इस एयरपोर्ट के माध्यम से भविष्य में 7 करोड़ से अधिक यात्री लाभ ले सकेंगे। ये वर्ल्ड क्लास एयरपोर्ट 9 सिक्योरिटी चेक लेन, 48 चेक इन काउंटर, 20 सेल्फ बैगेज ड्रॉप जैसी अत्याधुनिक सुविधाओं से लैस है। उत्तर भारत का कार्गो गेटवे होने के साथ साथ नोएडा इंटरनेशनल एयरपोर्ट एनसीआर में एक और अंतर्राष्ट्रीय प्रवेश द्वार के अनुरूप है, जो उद्योगों को गति देगा, निवेश को प्रगति देगा और उत्तर प्रदेश को समृद्धि देगा।
Welcome back. Nagaland University pra ber mam Pur University aro Saveta Medical College logo mili na study ekta Korea de researchers kan paise konyak Malukan traditional herbal July thagya khan cancer bal kuribole potential ase. Researchers kan molecular simulation nishina advanced technique kan July gina cancer khilaf Korea compounds kan identify kurishe aro itu kan dawai kan nishina kam Korea kintu toxicity komti thagya paise.
Drugs for cancer. That compounds are called as anti-cancer agents for the colon cancer. So in the anti-cancer plants, we have chosen 5 different plants. In these 5 different plants, these species are having good anti-colon cancer property, so that we, from the tribal healer knowledge, that is they are the informants now. From the informants information, we have identified the 5 species where the 5 species having the potent anti-cancer activity. So then finally we discovered 3 important compounds. One is the colistin, and another one is the progenone, and another one is afitinib. So these 3 are the 3 important compounds which it is playing as a important anti-cancer agents from the formulation which we have made from the 5 important plants in which the tribal healers gave. So we have proved that the compounds which we identified from the formulation against the colon cancer cell line, we have grown the colon cancer cells, that is the HT29, in the laboratory. Then we treated that cancer cells with the different extracts of the identified plants. So in each plants we find out the potent anti-cancer property from the 5 different plants. Then we have formulated the 5 different plants. That formulation is in the form of small powder. That powder we can also intake by decoction method. So just 1 gram of powder you can add in 2 glasses of water and then boil well. After it was condensed into 1 glass of water which contains the decoction, that decoction if you intake, it is worked well against the colon cancer. so that this formulation is proven in laboratory stage. So further process is needed to tested in animal as well as human. But the same formulation in which the healers also they are administrating to the patients, those who are trusting the healers, they are treated the patients with these same plant extracts. Now, from this study, we are scientifically validated the extracts of the tribal healers. We evaluated the formulations of cognac tribes, what they are administrating to the patients, cancer patients. So we have the one of the rotary evaporator. We have one of the important instrument. So this instrument is used to extract the extracts from the plant's crude plant leaf powder or root powder, so like that. And then we have a spectrophotometer to identify the compounds which is present in the plant extracts. And we have the centrifugation instrument. Centrifugation is basically used to separate the high molecular compounds and low molecular compounds. And then we have other setups which is required for the extraction, like Soxhlet extraction. The Soxhlet extractions are used for extracting using different solvents like polar and non-polar solvents.
So what we basically do is like we interact with the traditional healers, and then after that we collect a medicinal plant. So that that medicinal plant extract, we do the preliminary investigations such as the antioxidant potential, and the anti-cancer potentials on the cell lines like HT29. So with that, we further proceed with the other spectroscopic and chromatographic techniques such as GCMS analysis. From there, we identify the compounds, and those compounds, what we do is we use certain softwares like talking softwares and the molecular dynamics. Like we do analysis on that, and then we also check the toxicity and the trackability of the compounds as well, and the pharmacokinetic activity of the compound. In our recent research, what we have found is there were certain compounds which have the capability, and then which have the potential, comparing to the standard anti-cancer compounds, which have been used for the treatment of cancers. But these are all preliminary investigations, and for that, we have to do further in vivo analysis, so which will confirm how efficient the drugs will be.
सोनाक्षी, मसाला कहाँ है? यार उधर सब जगह देख लिया, मुझे मिल नहीं रहा।
खामोश।
अरे खामोश, चुप।
अब देखा?
एवरीडे मसाले।
आओ बनाते हैं मसालेदार छोले।
छोले।
हर रोज के करी में एवरीडे मसाले।
साफ मसाले, खुशबू और प्योर जांच। टेस्ट से भर दे हर जुबान पे स्वाद।
एवरीडे मसाले, देश का स्वाद।
कार्बोनेट Welcome back. Pogoboto subdivision de smart meter dhalia laga opor April 9 day awareness program rakhya pra itu opor confusion thakya khan sapa kuri dia jani paise ADC laga conference hall pra lua program de STO civil itachu thur pra khushi ki smart meter dhale bole kwadu Nagaland de power laga diktari thakya sai dibule nimide ase tai khushi ki state energy committee ase infrastructure kamzor aro poisa jama korobole kamzor ase edu kani smart metering to country de reform anibule nimide rasta ekta ase Town do non notified status te thakya namide Pogoboto adok town laga GB Kampa prepaid smart meter lagabole bon Korea Forestio Power 3 Kohima Division. Pra kushi ki buko poto ekta administrative headquarter ase etu nimide consumer sub smart meter lagabole lage. Executive engineer Selu de Longkomar pa kushi ki smart meter dalia do 2028 tak free hobo aro consumer kan prepaid or postpaid billing choose kuribule parbo. Kinto prepaid system do tariff komti ase kushi aro balance khotom hua pichidibi rupees 300 baki chulabole parbo. All of the Nagide, Tronglaupi de Huara Hatsao Por Valley District, Laga Jagala collected Justice Mankwigina protest or rally Khan. Jait Hagese to look the authorities for curfew relaxation hours be grant creating in Ase. Uripok Apunpa Lap Pra major rally organized Krishi Imphal West Kundu Lampu Kong Nam Kum Pra Shuru Kwigina Bazaar Overbridge area de Jeshe. Itu laga rally de Bacha Bishi Pra participate Korea Diki Paishe Kundu Pra Hatsa Hua Laga reflection Dikai Nishinathage. Tronglaupi de Hua Hatsa de Muria Bacha Khankani Justice Mang Kurigina protest Bishi Thagi ase etu homoy situation do biya na hobo nimide Imphal East, Imphal West or Bishnupur district laga district magistrates pra Puchur pasta baji pra sham 3 baji tak curfew relax kudishe essential activities or public kan ahaja kurobo nimide hoilibi sham 3 baji pra Puchur 5 baji tak curfew thagya homoy manukan ge jama kurigina na thagi bole koise officials kam pra etu mamla bha pra sai ase kurigina janai dishe.
पहला आपका नाम बताइए और परिचय दीजिए।
तो मेरा नाम है सोमेंद्र सिंह, मैं जनरल सेक्रेटरी पूरी हॉर्नबिल।
और ये प्रोटेस्ट किस लिए आप लोग ऑर्गेनाइज कर रही है, क्या क्या मांग है वो बताइए।
जो हम लोग का जो दो बच्चों को क्योंकि टेररिस्ट बम उड़ा के उन लोग को हत्या कर दिया, उसके बाद हम लोग का CRPF वगैरह उन लोग को हम लोग का जो वो लोग कर रहा है क्योंकि सही तरीक़े से उन लोग का सिक्योरिटी लैप्सेस हो रहा है, इसलिए हम लोग को पब्लिक लोग गुस्सा हो गए। उनका पोस्ट में जब उन लोगों के साथ बातचीत करने के लिए घुस रहा था उस समय में CRPF वगैरह उन लोग को गोली मार के उन लोगों 3 को भी मार दिया। उसके बाद में 25 के ऊपर ही चोट लग गए हैं। इसलिए हम लोग को उर्गो का पब्लिक लोग, उर्गो का माई लोग और हम लोग का क्लब ऑर्गेनाइजेशन मेरा पर भी सब लोग मिलकर उन लोग को खिलाफ में हम लोग को जस्टिस मिलने के लिए हम लोग रैली जा रहे हैं।
बहुत बहुत धन्यवाद।
Jakarta Manhe, Herbal TV.